Hi, I'm Alex Camilleri, the writer-director of Luzzu. I hope you enjoyed the film, and thank you again for this opportunity to share it with you. I thought I'd take a few moments to speak about some of the questions that I'm often asked about the film. The first one is, people often want to know how much I knew about fishing before making the film. Well, I knew almost nothing about fishing before making the film. In fact, I had never been fishing in my life, and as often as I could, I would stay away from boats because they would make me seasick. So while this might not have been the most natural subject matter for me to make a film about, nevertheless, I was still captured by the very beautiful but eclipsing world of Malta's traditional fishermen. When I began research, I saw that many of the things that I wondered about in my own life, questions about family and fate and sacrifice, that these same things were also on the minds of many of the traditional fishermen in Malta. So I found that I had a connection to the inside world, even though I was a stranger from the outside. I'm also often asked about the lead of the film, Jesmark. Is he an actor or is he a fisherman? Well, he's actually a real fisherman. This is the first time Jesmark, whose real name in real life is Jesmark, just like the character. This is the first time that he's ever acted in his life, certainly the first time he's been the star of a film. And that's also true of David, who plays the older of the two fishermen. In real life, David, whose name is David, is Jesmark's cousin, and they're sometimes fishing partners. It was a difficult process to find the leads for the film, because I knew that I wanted to work with real fishermen and to turn them into actors, rather than to begin with an actor and try to make them into a fisherman. So in order to find our leads, we really had to do it the old-fashioned way, which was just drive around and look for interesting people. This took many months and was difficult, but we really struck gold when we found Jesmark and David. The day that I met them, I asked them to just improvise a small scene, and I shot them on a camcorder. They began riffing off of each other, and their whole life experience and their relationship came through in the small scene that we did together. And I knew in that moment that the whole film would click into place because I would be able to get to the truth very quickly through the non-actors. And from there, we rehearsed the film over a couple years. I would do a similar exercise like in the audition, where I would describe the different scenes from the film and allow them to improvise their own dialogue and their own emotion. But I would never show them the script because I wanted to try to reach beyond the script to get to something even more truthful than what I could imagine alone. And so in this partnership, working with the non-actors was so important to building up the reality of the film. So those are just a few reflections on the film. Thank you for the opportunity to share them with you. While Malta and Korea are very far apart, I think that we are still connected in fundamental ways, and one of them is through the sea. This is a common resource to be protected by all of us, and so I'm very thankful to this important festival for making these issues central and for inviting us to share a little bit about our small island. Thank you once again.